We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd down, a run with ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is going to have a Jags first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. Down inside the 10. Touchdown! Zay Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on second down, May. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
To throw on third down, May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Ready, set.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Zay Jones with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. and it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They go play action here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to work. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Now a first down carry by Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. May. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
They go back to the ground with Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Red, yellow.
Looking to throw. May. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Back to throw. May. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Smash, red. Set.
On fourth down, May. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on fourth down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Jordan complete right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Down. Black Ultra. Ready?
Off play action. May. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Claws red. Drill green. Set.
Looking to throw. May. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On the set.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, ready.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On play action, Lawrence. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go play action now. Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Off the play fake. May. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Ready, break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
Hearns brings it in.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
On the double.
From the 44, Lawrence. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit.
Nagar's kick is good.
And the route is on. It's 24-0.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break. Spike 60. Ready?
Off the bootleg. May sliding out of the pocket.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Throwing on first down. May. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Ready.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go now. Drill 52. Blue striker. Yellow.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. May.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Chad Muma. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Come on, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
X3, 218, stop it.
Quick slant caught by Kirk. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one finds Pierce on the out route.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
6-6, bullet high. 61, match box right. Recon, 152 fighter. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. May. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Beckham, 74 yards.
And the Texans are able to at least get one score back. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Got it.
play action. It's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. They find some open field here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Bill. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 21. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Josh Allen, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
To throw on second down. May. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
On second and 11 now. Lawrence. This is complete. Finds his man Hearns.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Coaching, Bill. Extreme. 2-18, stop it. Blue draw quarter. Let's go.
On second down, ETN once more. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. They'll run with ETN. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
We go! On the ball!
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Screenplay, here's ETN.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Nagar now for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Ready?